So, as I mentioned before, the best pranayama to use for trying to bring the thoughts out of the mind space, right? We can get wrapped up in these cycles of limiting beliefs, of negative thought patterning, of just replaying over and over again everything that's wrong, everything that's bad. This is terrible for the brain. So we want to rewire the brain. Before we can rewire the brain, we need to stop that cycle. We need to break the cycle of thought patterns that are affecting us adversely. So if you ever find yourself in these rumination patterns, you cannot stop thinking about the same things. You're saying the same things over and over and over again. We need to get you out of your mind, out of this vata space, this air ether, and into the body. So number one, we're going to do Bhastrika, bellows breath. Place your hands on your low belly. I'm talking uncomfortable lowness. This is really good if you're sitting up on something. I typically always have something that I'm sitting up on. So instead of sitting up on something, I'm going to shift onto my knees. You can always do this with your toes tucked under, up on your heels. And if that gets too intense, you can come back down and you can kind of switch in between, right? It's this up, toes tucked under. If it gets too hard on the toes, lower down. That in and of itself is going to bring your energy into Swadhisthana, your sacral chakra. It also is going to help you with digestion if you have issues with that. But it's the feeling, the sensation of getting some pain even in the feet, in the tips of the toes, that's going to help you to come out of the mind and into the body even more. I also am kneeling now because it's better than sitting down and having your knees up on the sides so that there's no space for the belly to breathe, right? This is not a swimsuit competition. We don't give a about abs or anything else. What we're mostly focused on is movement. We're going to help the belly to move, the breath to instigate movement of the low belly. So this very uncomfortable part, right? Especially as we age, we are not getting any slimmer in that section unless we're doing, unless we have like the perfect diet for our bodies and our systems, or we're, religiously doing exercise. But the truth is we don't all have time for all of that, and we don't always eat super properly. So please let yourself just be how you are, right? I'm gonna stick mine out. This is my belly. It's here. I exist in the world. I love my body. I love that I can use it for all the things that I need to do in the world, and I'm going to fuel it with the food that gives me nutrition and energy. I digress. Hands on the belly, fingertips pointing down towards the pubic bone. Your thumbs are just lightly touching at the fingertips. So you have this downward pointing triangle, right? Or this like diamond shape. We're really focusing on the center of it. The middle of that diamond is where Swadhisthana sits. It might be right over your belly button. If it is, then shift so that your thumbs are in your belly button and the tips of your fingers are way down into that pubic bone, into that hip crease area. This might already feel really uncomfortable. Remind yourself, it's okay. This is my body. This is what it feels like. This is just a skin suit, right? I am not this body. This doesn't determine my worth or my value. I am a multidimensional being. Say it. I am a multidimensional being. I am not just this body. Bam. Okay, now we're going to inhale and you're going to fill up that specific part of the belly. Make it really big. Try to stick it through that diamond shape. When you exhale, try to pull it back so that there's some space between your hands and your belly, right? So you're breathing in, inhale, fill up, get it really big, forward and out to the sides, huge as your belly can be. Exhale, draw it back. So it's like doing a little crunch, but you're just sitting, right? We're just trying to get some motion in the ocean. Literally, this is the water element in your chakra system. This is the sacral, Swadhisthana. So we're trying to move. And at first, your belly might not move at all. If this is brand new to you, you might not have any motion. Let it be okay. It's completely fine. You are just learning and you're practicing this, right? Inhale, big belly. Exhale, keep your hands where they are. Pull the belly back. Inhale, let it inflate. When you exhale, pull the belly back. So the other part of this is you don't have to do it when I say. You're going to notice when your body wants to inhale, because it's not going to be able to hold the exhale anymore, right? Fill up that belly when you inhale. Let it get massive. When you're ready to exhale, and it might take some time. Most of us have a longer inhale than exhale. Just wait for it. When you exhale, pull the belly back. So start with your belly button and then engage those lower abdominal muscles to pull the belly back. We're just keeping going with the natural pace of the breath. Inhale. When you inhale, extend your belly. When you exhale, draw your belly back. When you inhale, extend. When you exhale, engage or contract. Keep going. Find the natural rhythm. All else is stable and stationary, right? I'm not doing like a cat-cow. Although you could add that too if you want to. But for now, just work on this, the belly being the only thing that moves. In, out. In, out. It's very counterintuitive, right? We don't normally breathe in and fill up our bellies. We don't normally breathe out and draw the belly back. So give your body a chance to calibrate to that. It might be opposite what you naturally do. That's okay. We're training you to not do what's natural, right? Because you are naturally going into these thought patterns that are debilitating you. We don't want that either, but we want focus on the low abdominals, the low belly, bellows. Bhastrika is bellows breath. So then we're going to speed that up a little bit. You're going to incrementally go faster and faster at your own pace as you feel comfortable. So if you have no movement here yet, you just stay right there and keep trying to move it, right? I want to see expansion, going way forward and coming way back. Like you're a balloon. You can fill up and you can release all of the air as well, right? In and out. If you have movement, then start to speed it up, go a little bit faster. The stopping point of the speed is 1 second. 1 second for the inhale, 1 second for the exhale. 1 second fully fill up the belly, 1 second fully contract the belly. Again, nothing else is moving. Good, keep going. Whatever speed your natural speed is, do not have to follow mine, right? Let yourself get there. And then we'll do 10. 10 is 1 in, 1 out. Inhale big, exhale, contract. Your own time. Maybe you're not at 1 second yet. Just count 10 of your own breaths. Maybe it's a little bit faster for you. Maybe it's slower. Try to breathe through your nose as well. Close your mouth. Just try, right? If it feels terrible and uncomfortable like you're going to die, then open your mouth. Breathe through your mouth. Nothing is wrong, right? Everything is right. You're already doing this practice and focusing on yourself. You're doing amazing. Perfect form, or I guess ideal form, is what we're going for. We're not going for the time. We're not going for the number that we're counting. It's not as important as proper functioning flow of this belly region. Do 3 more wherever you are in your count. And then rest. Bring your hands to your thighs. If your calves are starting to hurt you a little bit, maybe prop yourself up on your toes. If your toes are starting to hurt you a little bit, switch. If the whole thing and the legs are hurting a little bit, then come to a cross-legged seat. If this isn't comfortable, put a pillow under your hips. Close your eyes. Let your hands fall in your lap wherever they fall, naturally, no force. And then witness your breath when it's just at rest. We're not intentionally breathing into the belly and contracting the belly. We're now just sitting and letting the belly stabilize. We're noticing, where does the body naturally receive breath in and where does it expel breath? physically. Feel in your physical body. Most of us are chest breathers, right? We're in hyperventilation. 95% of us are up here, breathing through the chest, in and out. So we're just trying to shift that breath into the lower chakras, into the lower portion of the body, right? It's not just energetics, it's physical. Feel physical sensations. Where do you feel your breath coming in? Where do you feel your breath leaving your body? Really notice, pay attention. You're still breathing through your nose, your mouth is closed. And then maybe you can intentionally put the breath into the belly again without your hands being there. So just remember that association. What did it feel like on the palms of your hands when you had your hands over your low abdomen? And maybe you can simulate that same motion without your hands being there. Now it's just a free fall, right? Inhale, big belly, expand it. Don't let the breath come up into the ribs. Keep it low, 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 low. And then exhale as you draw your belly back. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw it back. When you inhale, expand. When you naturally exhale, contract. Physical, right? The body is responding to the pace of the breath. So you're waiting for your inhale to begin and starting the expansion of the belly at that point. You're waiting for your exhale to be necessary and starting the contraction or the drawing back of your abdominal muscles, your low belly, beneath your belly button as you exhale. Feel. Any thoughts that come into the mind, say thank you, and then refer back to what am I feeling in my body, in my physical body. Not what am I thinking. We're just going to let those thoughts be there. It's fine. They can be there. They can remind us and come crawling back to us and reminding us again all the horrible things, right? Because the brain is trying to bring all the troops to the front line. It's thinking about negative things cumulatively so that it brings all of your energy, all of your power, all of your focus because it's confused. There's a misconception that there's a fight that needs to be fought and won. There is no real threat. That's why we are focusing on what we feel in the body, right? Are we feeling gunshots? Are we feeling reverberation of tanker trucks? Are we feeling a flight or fight response to what's in our immediate environment? Is there really a threat here? Ask yourself, honestly, question it. Most of us are incredibly fortunate. We are so privileged. We live in spaces where there is not war. If you're watching this, more than likely, there is no threat to your physical safety. So focus on that. You are free. You are well. You are safe. You are healthy. You have a strong body. Your muscles are strong. Your organs are functioning perfectly. Everything in your body is working for your benefit. Envision yourself living in that flow, in the flow of smooth transition. And anything that derails you or brings you back to anything that you're worried about in the mind, refocus to the belly. What do I feel? What do I know to be true in this physical dimension? And then slowly open your eyes, come back to the space. Great job. You did beautifully. I love you. That was Bhastrika, bellows breath, getting into the Swadhisthana, the sacral chakra, when our energy is in air ether. It's in Ajna, it's in Sahasrara, it's up here in the Vata space. It's too much thinking, right? We're going to bring it down, bring our hands down, touch ourselves, feel our feet, our ankles, our legs, our seat, our buttocks on the ground. We're grounding our energy and bringing us back to physical sensation. Use this anytime you feel scattered, lost, overwhelmed, okay? Anything that's negative that's coming into the mind space. You can also use, I'm not dismissing, using therapy, counseling, any type of coaching or any type of tool that helps you to be with those emotions and those thoughts one by one and sit with them. And remind yourself to assess how they feel. Any negative thought that you have, think, how does that make me feel in my body? And do I want to continue feeling that way? If the answer is no, also ask yourself, what does it bring to me to think that thought? And if the answer is a whole lot of hurt and more pain and suffering, then try on, right? It's not force. I'm not forcing you. Just try on instead, replacing it with this breath work. This is practical pranayama for modern living. Utilize these tools. They've been here for centuries, right? This is Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga. It's been around before modern medicine. It's been around before the Bible even. Use it. Next up, Brahmari. All right, beautiful beings, this is Brahmari breath work, bumblebee's breath. Brahmari was a goddess who was cursed to not be able to defeat her enemies. What are our enemies today? Our enemies are our thoughts. We have very little real physical threat to our lives in our society, in our modern lives. So our enemies are feelings and thoughts that we have. They are experiences, but they are not you and they do not define you. So here's a pranayama that you can utilize to defeat your enemies, your thoughts. Brahmari was cursed. She couldn't defeat her enemies with any two-legged or four-legged creatures. So she used the insect world, wasps, bees, bugs, anything that buzzes, right? You're going to use this breath work to create your own internal buzz, hum. It's very soothing to the heart space, to the throat, anahata and vishuddhi chakras, and it's also very soothing when you get that rocking motion and that buzz in your jaw, in your head. It kind of like numbs out all of the thoughts that are overwhelming you. So this breath work is particularly good if you are really concerned about everything outside of you. If you're asking people for help and you're getting too many inputs, too many opinions, you feel so torn, you don't know what to do, you can't tune in, or you're having a really hard time tuning into your own inner wisdom, your intuition, your inner knowing, and you want to come back to yourself and just tune everything else out. If you can't find quiet, this is a great one to do. If you can't find peace in your life, this is a great breath work to do. Join me. So we're going to start by being comfortable, sitting either on something lifting you up. I'm such a bad yoga teacher. I didn't bring one for myself to sit on to demonstrate. But please always sit up. You can sit in a chair. It doesn't matter. If your legs are a little bit gripping like this, that means grab a cushion or sit in a chair. If your legs are flat, that's fine. You can stay here. The point is to be the most comfortable as is possible. Okay? The first part of Brahmari, we're going to be creating an inner world. That's going to be a cyclone. We're pulling in all of our enemies, our negative thoughts, and we're dissolving them into our inner world and creating our own buzz from within. So we're going to get high on our own inner buzz, right? This is the buzz of a natural high from your own prana, your life force energy. First step, we're not breathing through the nose. You're going to breathe through your mouth, and you're going to separate your teeth. So just a little bit, just enough so that your jaw can rock back and forth. You're going to rock your jaw just like that, and you're going to also hum. So every inhale breath comes through your mouth. Every exhale comes out in a hum. You're also rocking your jaw at the same time. Notice how it already sounds like a buzz, almost like a bee, yeah? Try it with me. You're jaw can go as fast or slow as you want. Whatever feels comfortable for you is perfect. We're going to add on. All of this is optional, right? If any part of this breath work does not feel good to you, causes you to have a fight or flight reaction, causes you to feel unsafe, unsure, just stop and come back to the rocking jaw and the buzz, okay? All optional. First, you're going to place your thumbs in your ear cartilage. So don't do it yet or you won't be able to hear me describe the rest of it. Thumbs are going to close off your ears. We're gears and gears. We're closing off the gateways of perception. So sound, we're closing off sound. This already might feel really good just to be in your own world. You could also use earmuffs if you have noise canceling headphones, right? If you're on a plane or something. Try that for a minute. Just press on your ear cartilage and do the rocking jaw with your exhale. Right? It already feels like you're in that inner world. You can already feel that hum, that buzz. Second, your middle fingers are going to go over your nose. So you're closing off the ability to breathe through your nose, and you're closing off smell. So you're not allowing smell to come in. So now we've got sound and smell, right? Gateways of perception, all of the senses. So close that down so that you're definitely breathing in and out through your mouth. Don't let it allow you to feel like you can't breathe. You have your mouth, and you also breathe through your skin, don't forget. Third step, point your fingers over your eyelids. You can place them very lightly. They do not have to be like pushing into your eyeballs, right? But there's a little added benefit if you're into psychedelics. You can push rather hard onto your eyes and you may see some like tessellations or some sacred geometry, some color coming before you. Just use this as an option. It's just kind of something enjoyable that you can kind of play with as you go, as you practice. You don't have to do it right away, and definitely don't press really hard on your eyeballs, but it's just something fun that you can add to it. So you've got all three of these. So you're going to look like one of those hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil monkeys, right? Then with your eyes, behind your closed eyelids with your fingers on top of them, your eyes are going to be gazing up towards your third eye and revolving around like the top of a cyclone. This is the calling in energy, calling in all of the insects and bumblebees and wasps and flies. Yeah, even gross things that you may not like. So you're going to envision your eyes going around and around. You might get dizzy. You can stop if you get dizzy. It's fine. But just try it, right? And also remind yourself, I'm safe. I'm here. I'm sitting in my home. Nothing is going to happen to me. I can feel a little dizzy and then bring my nervous system back to regulation state. So we're going to do it 2 rounds. You're going to do your eyes in one direction, and then you're going to come to rest. Hands on your thighs, just like we did in Bastrika. You're just going to take a moment to feel physical sensation, right? It's not about feeling into what emotion am I feeling and associating with this, what thoughts are coming into my mind. Focus on the physical sensations. Yeah, yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. We're not focused on the mind. We are cessating it. We are stopping the mind from fluctuating and bringing our sensations into the body. This is yoga. Yeah, yoga is meditation. And then we're going to switch after we spend a bit in just resting and feeling, literal feeling sensations, physical body. We're going to reverse the direction of the eyes. So now your eyes are going to be going in a counterclockwise direction. Most of us always go first clockwise around to the right. I'm reversed to you, so I'm going to the left, but you'll be going to the right. And then the second round, we go around to the left, counterclockwise. Again, after that time we spend, we'll lower our hands, let the body rest, breathe naturally, again, through the nose and the mouth, whichever comes naturally for you, and just sit and feel the sensations, right? So we're going to put a timer on for a minute for each side. The minute begins now. Jaw rocking, thumbs in the ears, middle fingers on the nose,
Pointer fingers on the eyes, all optional. Eyeballs going in a clockwise direction around the top of the cyclone above your head.
That's a minute. Lower your hands if you can hear me. Come back to a natural breath through the nose, through the mouth. What do you see behind your eyes? What do you feel in your body? Is there resonance or reverberation in your throat, in your heart space? Is your jaw sore? Is your seat uncomfortable? How does your back feel? How do your arms feel? How do the sockets of your eyes feel? How does the top of your head, your vision feel? Most of us never move in these ways, particularly with our jaw and our eyes circling. So see what you feel there. And then just notice what other sensations are present for you. This is your unique experience. What did you see behind your eyes, if anything? What did you feel in your heart, anahata? What did you feel in your throat, vishuddhi? What did you feel in ajna, your third eye? What did you feel at the top of your head, sahasrara, your crown? What did you feel at the top back of your head, bindu? What did you feel in your belly, swadhisthana? What did you feel at the base of your spine, muladhara, your root? What did you feel in your ribs, underneath of them, on your adrenal glands, manipura? What is present for you? When you practice this again, you will go at your own pace and come back to this at your own time. For now, just slowly open your eyes, come back to the space, and we'll do this again the other direction with the eyes. This is just a taster, right? You can come back and watch this at any time. So 1 minute begins on the other side now. Thumbs in the ear cartilage, middle fingers on the nose, pointer fingers on the eyes. Rock the jaw. Start the eyes swirling in the opposite direction. Whatever way they went before, have them go the opposite way. You may cough. You may do all sorts of things. That's a minute, actually way beyond, of course. I often do that. Lower your hands. Let your breath normalize if it wants to come back to the nose, if it wants to stay in the mouth. Feel all of the sensations of your physical body, what's present for you. Perhaps now is a good time to feel into the palms of your hands. Are there any sensations there? Are there any sensations in the backs of your shoulders, your deltoids? Any sensations in the throat, even the tongue itself? How about your teeth, your gums, your jaw, your chin, your forehead, your eyebrows, your ears? What do you feel? Just note each one, every sensation, become aware of it. If any thoughts return, remind yourself that you're focusing on your body. Where do you feel that thought in your body? Transmute the energy. Take it from the head into the body. I can smell honeysuckle. And I feel that sensation in my lumbar spine in the back. Where do you feel now that you have senses available to you, right? Now that you can hear, what do you hear? Now that you can smell, what do you smell? Now that your mouth is at rest and you can taste, kind of feel the inside of your mouth with your tongue. What's it feel like? What are those textures? How do all your teeth feel? Top, bottom. Yeah? We're sensing here. We're using the body to our advantage to help us come out of the mind. Stay in this space of awareness and mindfulness as long as you would like. And whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back to the space. Ask yourself what you want right now. What do you need? And also, what did you learn? What did you gain from doing this practice? How might you utilize this in your life going forward? What does it bring you that you want? How does it help you? What is not possible if you don't do it that is possible right now in this moment? I love you so much, beautifuls. I hope this helps you to have another tool to add to your kit when you're just feeling like the world is too much and it's overwhelming you. Know that you are never alone. You are wholly supported, you are fully loved, and you are spiritually guided at all times. The entire universe is looking out for you. Everything is happening for your best interest. It's happening through you and for you. It's also happening by you. You create your own reality. If you need any more support, if you would like to be asked questions to arrive at your own truth, set up your own system of accountability, and just be heard, please message me. I'm a holistic somatic intuition coach, and I am here to help you to feel not only these physical sensations to bring you out of that overwhelming mind space, but also to feel your emotions, to create space in your body, in your mind, and in your heart, for them to be present. It's the only way that pain transmutes through us, is the experience of it. If you're currently experiencing a lot of pain, know that it will not last forever. It is not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You are simply spirit having a human experience. You are here as a multidimensional being to experience all of this reality. Ask, how can I be grateful for this experience of pain? Because you will be all the more powerful once you learn how you can transmute it for yourself. I love you so much. Thank you for watching and being with me. Please like, follow my channel, and share this video with anyone this might help. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I will see you soon. Thank you so, so much. Mwah. Beautiful.